through this wonderful technology so that I can multicast. I thought I would do another test today just to come at you from all kinds of different locations. And today I would love to talk to you about Reels on Instagram. Yesterday, thank you so much to all of you who tuned in to my birthday bash that I streamed across multiple platforms. And we had a wonderful contest to win a Facebook portal and three $50 runner-up cash prizes. That contest is still running on the other stream through till Saturday. It's tomorrow, August 14 at noon Pacific. On this stream, I am going to talk about Reels because yesterday during my 2-hour marathon birthday bash, it came up. We were doing some hot seats, and a couple of hot seats were specific to Instagram, and I did a quick demo during that 2 hours, and I thought, gosh, you know what? Let's do a separate, much shorter, maybe 30 minutes tops, 20 minutes for this broadcast. And so I can pull my phone up and give you a walkthrough of what exactly it means to do a reel, where to find it, just real basic. If you're already crushing it, as they say, with your reels, no problem. Feel free to let me know. Let me know in the comments if you're doing really well with your reels. Let me know your Instagram handle. In fact, let's make it a Follow Friday for Instagram. Pop your Instagram handle right there. Put a link to it or just the @name, and let's do some Instagram networking today. Now, Reels actually gets the best organic reach and engagement right now. I'm saying right now because you know what Facebook is like. Facebook owns Instagram. And you know what these companies are like? Well, you know what Zuckerberg's like, that they tend to turn the dial way, 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 way up on organic reach for the features they want to dominate. And so Reels has been that way for the last year. They've only been out a year. And Zuckerberg just said July 28, couple weeks ago now, a little less than a couple weeks, that Reels is the largest contributor to engagement growth on Instagram. Okay, I've got it here in my description. And then head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, it's actually at the end of June that he just made a ton of headlines. Many of you saw that. It basically declared Instagram is no longer just a photo sharing app as it was when it started a mere 11 years ago. Can you believe it? It was only 2010. And Facebook bought them 2 years later, right? About $1 billion. What a deal. So Adam Mosseri said that the Instagram's focused on these 4 key areas, and always pay attention to the order in which they place the priorities. Zuckerberg does this on many of his broadcasts and posts and whatnot. So the 4 areas for Instagram, not just photo sharing. It's not like photos are going away. I know there was a lot of controversial headlines. Still photos for sure, but creators is number 1, and creators create content. Creators are many folks of all different ranges of skill. Well, skill, not so much skill as niche, as a specific niche, specific area of your talent, and a size of following. You don't have to have 1 million followers to be a creator. And so all of these different tools, for example, making these reels. The second area that Instagram's focused on is video. So it's creators, video, shopping, and messaging, because they combined, right? They fused together, made interoperability a thing between Facebook Messenger and Instagram. So in a moment, I'm going to bring up my phone. We'll do that. We'll dive right into a Reels demo. I am using Restream, Restreamio. It's just called Restream, but it's restream.io, and coupled with Ecamm. So it's really cool, nifty setup. You can I love Ecamm, and I use Ecamm to be able to have these different scenes, like I can share right there. I can just click a button and there's the scene sharing my desktop, the browser, anything I want to have shared there. There's a one click and I'm sharing my phone, and then I go back to just my camera. So it's like one little click. And I know you can get little doodads that press the button, so I could just not even look and just by braille, like still look at the camera and be pressing the little buttons. I have one of those gizmos in my massive collection of video gear in the garage. But I chosen to use Restream because I did that yesterday. It was fun, and I got a month to see. I bought a month. It's $49 to take it for a test drive. This is what the dashboard looks like, And so I am streaming, and you're going to see two Maris in the screen, but where my cursor is, that one is actually my personal profile. So I'm streaming live on my personal profile. Hello, hi mom, love you mom. It always lifts my spirits when I see my mom catching my stuff, my Facebook posts. And then YouTube, I'm hopping over to YouTube as well. I took Periscope off. Sebastian told me yesterday that you have to do the RTMP. I haven't got that set up. So Twitter is out of the picture today. But then there's my Facebook page where most of you will be watching this. But I thought I'd hop in. I know if you're watching this in the Social Scoop right now, hello, my social scoopers. I love you so much. And I'm going to update my cover image. I've been saying that for ages, but I've kind of changed my hair, and that photo was taken a few years ago. Not many, just a few. But then also LinkedIn. So I'm streaming live on LinkedIn right now. And because what's interesting, because I always do things and I push the envelope and I test things out, like many of you here, I'm sure you can relate, to just see what works. A lot of the times in social media marketing, whether organic and or paid, it's all about testing and iterating and see what your audience responds to, seeing how the technology works, seeing how comfortable you feel with technology, and so on and so forth. And because that was literally my first time ever streaming live on LinkedIn yesterday. It's one of those things, kept meaning to get around to, and then same with YouTube. I don't really do a lot in my YouTube channel. I have a couple of channels, but the one with the most subscribers, if I just pull it up right quick, what do I have these days? It's been around forever. My main one has 15,600 subscribers, and then I have another one with 2,500. I think I have a couple of other channels. I don't know how I ended up with so many YouTube channels. I think they got associated with your Gmail address or something like that, or back in the day when we had the Google Plus thing, when that was a thing, right? But in any case, what we'll do is I'll pull my phone up, and I want to hear from you. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Wait a minute. Let me bring my little eCam window up. So I'm going to see your comments, and then I can pop them on the screen. Okay, great. So yeah, please feel free to pop your Instagram in there. You're saying it's no sound? No, there's got to be sound coming through surely, right? Somebody said no sound. You've got to be hearing me, right? Yeah, you would all be saying, what the heck? Awesome, Karen. Oh, I saw that. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you, love. Hiya, Tim, again. We meet again. Oh, and now, did you ask me that yesterday, Sarah? I'm so sorry if I missed your question. The non-Mac version of eCam would probably be StreamYard. I would use StreamYard in the browser, or BeLive. Wonderful, good. No, I know you can hear me. I'm seeing some answers with your Instagram handles. So pop your Instagram handles in there. And thank you, Integrity, Project Management, and Elise. Hi, Elise. Good to see you. Beautiful. Okay, so somebody said the sound wasn't working there. Okay, so let me do this. And feel free to keep popping in there. If you do, hi, Johnny on YouTube. If you do Instagram Reels, if you're doing Reels and you want me to use it as an example, I don't mind that either. We can do that. But meanwhile, back at the farm, I don't have a whole lot of time here today, so we'll just dive right in. All right, so Reels, as I mentioned in the captions, it's the absolute best performing content type on Instagram right now, because, as Adam Mosseri has stated before, TikTok is the most formidable competitor that the company's ever seen. Wasn't it the most downloaded app, right? Was it last year? Maybe it's this year as well. If anybody knows the stats, feel free to pop them in there. So yeah, so TikTok, the most downloaded app, very, very popular app. I don't do it. I deleted my account. I deleted the app, deleted my account. I just don't do TikTok. But I know a lot of folks just love it. And for the longest time, you would make your TikTok, which is, what it used to be 15 seconds and 30 seconds. And now it's like 3 minutes, right? So TikTok recently changed the length of a TikTok video or post, I guess it's just called a TikTok, right, to 3 minutes. And Instagram, when they first launched Reels, was 15 seconds. Then they bumped it to 30 seconds, and now it's 60 seconds. You can choose. So that's something to know right out the gate. You can choose your length, up to 15 seconds, up to 30, or up to 60. Who can guess how long will it be before Instagram copies TikTok and does a 3-minute reel? Who wants to bet? How long before Instagram, Adam Mosseri's like, whoa, wouldn't you know, we have 4-minute reels. TikTok's like, we have 5-minute TikToks. Instagram's like, we have 10-minute reels now. The whole idea is meant to be short form. Come on, we can't just keep bumping the time up. Anywho, let's do this. Let me do this before I pull my phone up, because I always want to make sure there's nothing really weird in the very first post. You never know. Not like I follow weird people. So there we go. Put my phone up. Okay, Finding Your Passion UK sitting there. All right, so I'm going to tap over to my own profile, and we did this. If you caught me yesterday, my birthday bash, it was 2 hours long, and it was kind of buried in the middle of the 2-hour broadcast. So we talked a fair bit about reels and how they're getting tons of views, and I gave you a little demo. But I'm doing this short broadcast here today to update you on that, and you'll see that. Video performs extremely well on Instagram, not just Reels, but that second one over is actually, excuse me, my bad. The first one is IGTV. That was me live. I streamed live for, I don't know, less than 10 minutes, 10 minutes. And then as soon as you're done your live, you can push it over to your IGTV. That's that middle icon that looks like a little television. The Reels is where you'll see quite a difference. I haven't done a lot. My first one ever at the gate, I don't know when that was, a year ago. It was a year ago. The very day they released them. The day they released them, it was 10,000 views and me goofing around with filters and wigs and whatever. That's not really a wig, it's a filter. And I just haven't made a lot of time for them. But they definitely are easy to do. And I don't know, you can see my draft that I did yesterday with my little tiara on. But I want to show you something fun here. Like this one, I hadn't done a reel in a while. And the song is Pink and her daughter, which I absolutely love, Cover Me in Sunshine. So you can see it scrolling by in the bottom. You see how the audio kind of scrolls by. You can use a song, and you can lip sync or whatever you want and dance, all that stuff, but you don't have to. Me just goofing around. Whenever that was, I don't remember. That was, it's funny, as you tap into it, but no, it's going to show me the date right there. May. Holy moly, it's already way back in May. Time just ticks along, doesn't it? But the thing is, what I'm showing you right there is the feed. So you get the little square post in the feed. So I personally would just always go ahead and post your reels to the Reels feed as well as to your main feed. There's a little button there. We'll show you that in a second. But I'm pulling up this one because I know there's a wonderful example here. Our friend here, Carlin. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Carlin. Pretty sure. Carlin. Now look at that. Okay, 1,900 followers. Not huge, but it's not small either. And Caroline's really fun because she does some really cool reels. I'm going to go and just tap on her reels. And they're very simple. And you can see she's getting some good views. But there's one in particular. And she's got anywhere from 500 to 1,500 views. And then there's one in here. Oh, there's 2,200, 23, whatever. Then you see that one right in the middle of my screen right now. It has 10,000 views, 10,300. So Carlin, she's fun and creative. Now this is the thing. I'm going to show you what she created this reel, and it's really. I first saw it. I just couldn't stop watching it because it's so fun. But she told me afterwards it took her a lot of effort, and that's where on this demo I'm going to show you in a minute. I personally just don't think that you need to spend an inordinate amount of time in futzing and putzing around with all the little bells and whistles that Instagram gives you. For what end? And then, okay, you've gotten some views, but I always say, like, how do you translate that over to actual traffic, leads, and sales? So here's Carlin's reel I wanted to show you. Is that not cool? She has taken, I don't even know how many, 12, 15, 20 tiny little video clips of her doing a jump shot. And then she stitched them all together such that her feet never touch the ground. She's got like a different pose in every one. So, and people just loved it. It's very creative. It's very creative. And so I'm like, you go, girl. That's fun. You can do that. You can do something really fun and creative. Another one I showed you yesterday was our lovely friend Shalene. she's really a digital marketing expert. And so her and her son and her daughter and her husband, they're all just really, really good at social media. And so if we take a peek at Shalene's, I had these up yesterday. She has some of them in here have 1 million. I think she has one, there's one almost 3 million, 2.9 million, 1.2 million. And she's very creative. And I don't know if she has a team helping her do some of these things or she just does it all herself. She has a team, there's no question. I know that for sure. But I mean to make individual reels. And so, it's just, she's very humorous. She's playful. She's got just a quirky personality. I just love her. And very open about what she shares, all kinds of things. So I'm going to hop over to mine and just go to my Reels tab right there. Really just very basic. What was this? And I like to put the captions on if I'm going to be speaking. Both Facebook and Instagram now have the captions. You can see clearly I've got a filter on, giant eyelashes and smoothed out skin. I don't care, whatever, you can use filters or not. All right, let's do this. So come on over here, and the way to make a reel, anything actually on Instagram, is that little plus sign at the top. Hit the plus guy, and then hang on, let me just do this. I do see a screenshot in there I don't want you to see. It's nothing critical. This is a DM that I was sending to my team. It's one of our customers. She's looking to get in the Facebook group. All good though, she's taken care of. All right, I'll come back on. Ha ha ha. That's the thing, you're sharing your phone and your screen and you're like, wait, crap, I had something over there I didn't want you to see. All right, so plus sign, right? That's all we do is plus sign. And there's all your different formats, right? So post, I could record a video right now or upload a video. Story, I can record a video. There's a difference in camera, right? Record a video or tap the doodad right there and pop a video in for stories. Reels, same thing. I mean, I can record, I can press and hold and record these snippets. And I can pull in some video snippets from before. And you could even literally repurpose your stories. And then there's your drafts too. If you've done drafts, you've got your drafts right there, which is nice. That's fairly new. The drafts is fairly new. Just come out of there. And then you've got live, right? So many ways to create video. And then what they don't have in here is IGTV, which we won't get into right now, but I showed you that yesterday, or you can just, you can do the separate IGTV app. Now you can see why. One of the main reasons I use filters on the phone is with the tiny, tiny little lens, it's just a much less flattering camera, right? You can see with the lighting, 3-point lighting I've got on my DSLR camera with the 50mm lens is very different look. So I like to put a filter on it. And I like this 1130 or whatever she's called, lady here is the name of her filter. 1130. There, that's better. I love those big lashes. Okay, so music. Now, see, here's the thing. I don't get into the music thing, but you can if you want. You tap little music and you've got a gazillion musics things. Swipe left to save it. There's my fave, Cover Me in Sunshine, Pink. So you could take a little bit of that. Or you can just use your own audio. Put it on my face so you can see it easier. Timer, the little time guide, second one down. Tap that and it's going to go to 60 or 15. You just tap it to get to where you want it. I'm going to do a 60-second reel, or 15 is real easy, or sometimes 30 if you're going on. You can even speed it up. Look at that. You can slow your voice down so you're going to sound like this. Or you can speed it up so you sound like Minnie Mouse. Or you can just ignore all that other stuff. All right, different things. So whatever, right? Here I am. You're like, okay, what do I do next? So I'm just going to press and hold. In this case, it's the big circle with the filter. If you're using one, you don't have to use one. Hello, it's Mari, and we're doing a test. And what that does is it creates a tiny little clip. But you could just press and hold and speak for 15 or your 30 or your full 60. You don't have to do any kind of editing. You can grab another filter, a different one if you want. I don't know. You can just ignore the filters. I just like to do this. It's hot. My hair's frizzy. See that? It's hot. My hair's frizzy. All right. I'm just going to do one more. And I'm not actually going to post this one. I still have my draft from yesterday. Let me go. Oh yeah, that's kind of a fun one. No. Where's the hearts one? Stop already. It's already recording. Fine. There's another little clip. Another little clip. We'll throw that one in for the heck of it. This one with the flowers or sparkles or whatever. Extra eyelashes. Love that. Okay, it's another test. So here we are. We're just having fun playing around. So from there, now you got your clips and you're like, well, where do they go? But you can see them at the top. You see the little pink two little marks at the top. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 little clips. Now, if you want, you can just like go, you know what? I'm done. That's it. No editing, no captions, no stickers, no messing around. That's all I need to do. Record, or you could have just ignored all the filters and the clips and just press and hold, do a quick video. There's your reel. Done. Good to go. Hit next. And now you'd recognize a screen like this, very similar to when you're doing a regular post, right? So you're going to put your caption in here, in there, whatever. Wait a minute. I think I hit OK. I don't want it to actually post. Yes. Now, here's what I'm saying. See how it's default, that little slider, share to feed. I would always just share to feed because you may as well. You're going to get a little more exposure. You probably want to pick your cover. That's whatever. You find one, you just slide, or you can upload it from your camera roll. Definitely want to do that because you cannot edit it once it's up. Okay, so whatever. I'm just going to grab any one. And then also what I like to do is that next one down says crop profile image, because then for your sharing this preview or sharing the whole thing actually to your feed, you want it to get that, you know, let's say it was like that. Well, I don't want just my mouth in the feed. I want my whole face. So I'd go like that and, you know, get that right. You could tag people. You can name your audio. Now, if you'd done music, the title of the music is going to be in there, but otherwise this is your audio. Now, the cool thing with audio, by the way, let me just take that down for a second and tell you. And I know some folks were saying yesterday that they like to do this, that you can actually use other people's audio and like remix it. So you can take their audio and do a reel with it. And, you know, that's why maybe one reason to give it a unique name. And this, I'm not in too advanced, although some of it is already advanced, but I just giving you the lowdown on what all the different features are. So I don't know, you put your name in there, whatever, spell it right. I'm not actually going to post this as I say, so we'll do that. That's everything. Advanced settings, if you're a partnership, if you're doing any kind of a sponsored content, you have to put that on. The tricky thing with Instagram, though, is you actually have to get their permission first. And so like those are all people that I've worked with before. And then you wouldn't just suddenly go, oh yeah, I need to add the partnership, but you have to get them to approve you first, and then you can put it in. Hashtags for sure. I would put 3, 4, 5, more if you want. Hashtags in the caption. And then off you go. You're good to go. And you hit share. And the minute you hit share, that's going to go out to the Reels tab. Because remember on Instagram, the Reels actually has its own dedicated tab. And it's also going to land on your main wall and into the feed of all your followers. Now you're like, oh, you know what? I've got distracted or I'm not finished with it. I want to do more with it. You can hit save as draft. But actually, or you can go, oh, make one quick edit. And so back, and then you're like, I want to edit individual clips. Very top left, there's another little back. Now I'm where I was before. This is me live on the camera. But if I go and tap next to the big record button, to the left of it, there's where my individual clips are. Okay, so tap and you'll recognize that from stories, right? It looks very similar. If you're loading up multiple stories, no different. But in this case, those 4 clips are going to come together and make one reel. And you can see I've got extra time left in my 30 seconds. I could do more. And in here, quite simple. Let's say I wanted to trim that. Trim, and you recognize a little scrubber, as it's called, right? And whatever you want to do there, and you'd be listening to it. It's muted because I'm streaming it through the computer right now. And then, you know, whatever you want to do with that, trim it, so on. I'm not going to trim each one, but just say done. And then maybe I also, well, see, that's where it gets tricky when I want to do the editing, because I do want to add, you know, stickers. Done, preview. Yeah, so now, yeah, so then it's easier to add them as you're going along. Stickers, GIFs, whatever. There's the temperature right now. It is hot, hot, hot in sunny San Diego. I don't know, whatever you want to do, the time, the stickers, the GIFs. play. One of my favorites to do is if you just type in Facebook. Sometimes you have to put Facebook Live, but this one, I love doing that one. And here's a little tip for you on GIFs, whether you knew this or not, on stories or reels. If you, like I've got that one, see this, point the other way. They're going that way. We're flipped here. And I'm going to put another one in. Was it that one? And if I tap it, this is with every single GIF, you can do this on Instagram, not Facebook. You tap it and it just flips it. Like, see how that play? I can see how I just reversed the word play. But so that's what I do sometimes, where I like the emojis flying both ways. And now it's a little tricky, but you see where I might want to display, where I've got that play button and I want to put the play just during those middle things. This is where you're going to get creative with the placement of, you've seen those reels where people are like, they're holding, hang on, I'll do this for a quick second. They're kind of like pointing and something comes up here. That's where you put like the writing or the GIF or the tag or the emoji, whatever it is, and you're like pointing or, that kind of stuff. You can get creative and artistic and fancy like that if you want, and you have the time, you have the energy for it. But just because you see other people doing it that way that's not like the de facto way to do reels. I'm just here to tell you, it's your reel and you can do what you want. That's what I say. Anyway, so you've done all that. You've got your different doodads in where you want them. And you're going to hit done, and then next, and on to where I was before. And then even if I get to this stage, I might just still go ahead and hit save draft. So I haven't posted that just yet. Okay, so let me see some of your questions and comments and whatnot. I'd really love to pull up anybody's Instagram who's been doing reels and doing well with it. Oh, hi, Jeannie. Or Jeannie, yeah. I've always wondered if people get in trouble for sharing TikTok videos that have music on Facebook. Is it permitted or no? Well, usually the thing with the music, and that's also a big reason why these are short form videos, that Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they have a license to utilize a clip, a short clip. That's why we probably won't ever see, I'm saying TikTok doing 3-minute reels, but I don't know if you can, 3-minute reels, 3-minute TikToks, 3-minute videos. I don't know if what the deal is with the music on that. But you said you've wondered if people get in trouble. Well, the thing is, I know Facebook's AI does tune into the audio, sometimes even with their own pre-provided audio. I've heard and seen folks say that they still get flagged. Yeah, excellent. You're so welcome. Yeah, I look forward to it. It's much, much easier than it seems. And I think what's been a little bit overwhelming for a lot of folks with reels is they saw these really creative, fancy, fully choreographed groups of people doing like special dances, and then you got in your mind, and then maybe you've seen a lot of TikToks like that, and then you think, oh my gosh, that's what we're supposed to do, is you got the music, you got the lip syncing, you got the fancy dancing, and then you've pointing and you put all your little things in, and you're like, oh, I don't even know where to start. So simple. You can totally do reels. Just pop that camera on, speak, share your message, a little tip, a nugget, a news, a special offer, an invitation. You can totally use it for promoting something or telling people to go to the link in your bio and so on. And Janine, now, good question on your own music. Then your own, you're meaning that would be coming from your, see audio, No, you've got to take the music that they provide, because that is where you have the license thing that I'm talking about. Correct me, anybody, if I'm wrong on that, but you can certainly use your own, obviously your own audio, your own voice. Now, what do you mean, Betsy, that you don't get it? The process of doing a reel is usually fairly straightforward. Don't do all the fancy stuff at first. You can go to IG jail for 2 days, really, yeah. If you use like unlicensed music, yeah, exactly. Hi, Darcy. Miss Buzzell. Reels can be reused for stories. Yeah, absolutely, both. Both. Why not? And then, actually, that's a good point, because that one setting where it was, let's let's pretend we're going to do one. We'll go here and we'll grab that draft. What am I wearing today? That's what I go by. Wait, what? Which draft are we working on? The share to feed. We can share it to feed, but it doesn't go to stories. Okay, so come out of there and come out of there and come out of there. Tap that. Go back over to here. So that one was an IGTV. Just like see, it's that little button there. Let's say I wanted to share this. This was a live that was then saved to IGTV. I just tap that little guy right there, the little airplane icon, and I can use 2 fingers and do whatever I want with this, and add a call to action and add whatever. And then that's just a way for more people. It's a way for you to create a story and change up the background, whatever, and you can go ahead and get people to take action on a video, or on that next one over, which is the reel, same thing. Airplane icon, send it to your story. There you go. I'm now putting my reel into my story. Okay, changing up the background, adding some whatever information. It doesn't do it over the thing. GIFs, writing, captions are already in there. You don't need that. But yeah, absolutely. You can totally get more visibility by doing that. May as well maximize everything. And the thing is, don't ever think that you're going to be bugging your followers by, oh my gosh, I just put a reel into my stories, and then I put a live into my IGTV, and then over to my stories, and then back over to IGTV. Is like, whoa. I mentioned this on my birthday bash yesterday. The thing is that Adam Mosseri has come right out and said that right now, you guys familiar with a saying called feature bloat? That's, I think, sometimes what Instagram has when it comes to video. They've got feature bloat, which means they got too many. They got too many features. So they had the feed video was the first, right? Remember back in the day when it was only 15 seconds, then it went to 30, now it's 60 seconds in the feed. You can do landscape or square. It'll get cropped to square. Or just for the viewing, it still is landscape if they tap into it. Then you got your IGTVs up to an hour. Then you got your stories, and you got your reels, and you got live. So it's five different features for reels, which is crazy time. Crazy time. So let's see, anything else? Feel free, if you're just joining in, tuning in, feel free to share your Instagram handle. Let's see if we've got anyone here. Betsy, you're saying wonderful. If you go to my first reels, you got 7,500 hits, and it was a total accident. Can't even go over it. Oh, really? Now, Betsy, what is your Instagram? Did you tell me already? Is it in here somewhere? I can't see all the comments, but maybe I'll just try to find you. And let's see. It's funny how sometimes that happens, right? Where you're like, wait, how did I just get... Betsy Kelly, which one are you? Golf? Are you the golf lady? Let's see. Oh, designs. Okay. Okay, hon. Thanks. Betsy Kelly. Designs. There she is. All right, here's Betsy. We're going to pull her up. And there's her Reels tab. So whenever I go to anybody's Instagram account, I want to see that Reels tab, because even if you'd only just done 1 or 2 or a dozen or whatever, try out some Reels and IGTVs if you can. So very good. Now I see what you mean, because there's a big difference, right? 20, 30, 40, 50 on the IGTV, but compared to Reels, several hundred. And they were saying to me, one of them got 7,500. Yeah, see, there's 6,500, 3,000. It's frustrating, isn't it? Because sometimes it seems to be just we're at the mercy of the algorithms. Raining so hard now, and one factor could be captions. It's timing. It's how quickly people respond. You had 64 hearts on that. This is what I'm talking about. It's just very simple and easy. You don't have to get fancy. It's just a way to get that more visibility and have people know about your work. Yeah, so you just did like a slideshow there. Yeah, very nice. Let's see. Lisa saying, I've only done a few reels and the reach is much better than my posts. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Karmic Astrology. Now that's a fun name, Lisa. I'm going to look you up. Today is Friday the 13th. Is anybody here superstitious? Well, that's pretty. I like you already because I just saw your pretty moon there. That's a nice profile picture. And I can see that Lisa has an active story, right? Because she's got the Instagram brand color circle around. And this is great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. And then I'm going to look at your reels. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that one got 3,000. How pretty is that? All it is a pendulum. The sun is exactly opposite Pluto. So, and then you see, that's what I always say. You don't have to do, people always say, really short, do short captions. Short captions are the best. And then you've got a little bit of text overlay there. Transiting sun, yeah. Now it's interesting because sometimes yours is fine, but just you want to make sure you don't have text too far down the bottom because that'll always be overlaid there. But of course I can press and hold. If I press and hold, all the other stuff goes away. And by the way, before we wrap up in a second here, we should definitely look at like the main Reels feed, right? Instagram felt that Reels are just such a critical, important point, and they're determined to somehow take a slice of TikTok's pie that they gave it its own tab. So we tap on that, and same thing, like I can tap and hold, or I can just swipe up and go to the next one. And the whole concept, as I talked about on previous trainings, is that it's immersive, right? See how it's taken up my entire phone. I'm pressing and holding this. Exact same with stories. We do this on stories. You press and hold and it won't, you can read if there's text there or whatever. And so it's filled up my entire phone, right? And that's what Zuckerberg wants. He's always talking about being immersive, full screen. So sometimes this is a good way to just to sometimes this is how people get addicted because you're like, wait, how did they do that? That looks fun. And then before you know it, you're down a rabbit hole and half an hour went by, right? You see, she's just doing a little slideshow of images. A lot of these things you can make in different apps. And travel videos. It's interesting to see what gets featured. I'm sure these are not necessarily people that I'm following. It's just the Reels feed. It's kind of like, watch on Instagram. A lot of things that you can see in there. So that's what I would recommend, is just hopping into that Reels feed tab and getting a sense like what catches your eye, what looks to be getting some good engagement. Go and check out some of your quote competitors, friends in the industry, whatever it might be, same industry, related, totally different industries, and then take a peek at their Reels tab and see what they're doing. Also try to get creative and do your own thing too, eh? Hi Flora and Brian, need live videos. Can we make Reels and such off Instagram and then upload to IG? Can we make Reels and such? Oh, off, yeah. Like that one I just had up on the screen with the slideshow of images. Absolutely, yep. I'm going to show you one of my favorite video apps. Actually, I'll just put this right here in my phone there. So Boosted by Lightricks, Video Leap is by Lightricks, Canva does short videos too. What else do I have in here? Spark by Adobe, Clips, and I think I have another one. Oh, I have it over here in something called Stories. More than stories, you can do Reels in here too. Pick, Pay, Play, Post is fun. Lumiere is fun. But this one here, Video Leap, I'm going to show you what I did this morning. If I just come out of this guy, hang on, because I already did. This is one I did already. Come on. Edit and trim. Trying to make a new one. New project. Thank you. So, and this is free. You can pay to upgrade or whatever. But watch this. Let's just say I wanted to stitch together videos already done. Let's just pretend those 3 were ones I had recorded on my phone. And then there's ways that in this particular app that you can do, there's like your scrubber, and I can just shorten that up and do some interesting things in here, add all kinds of creative things if you want, and then export it, right? So that's a nifty app there. I used that this morning to take a story video that, well, actually, one of my favorite little filters, and I recorded it in Messenger. And then in Messenger, when you go to send a video message to a friend, there's some nifty filters in there. And often what I'll do is I'll pretend I'm going to send a message to a friend. It's usually my mom. And then instead of sending it, I will just save it. I save it to my camera roll. And so then what I did with that one you just saw in that video leap is I made it square. So it's recorded 9:16 in the Messenger app, which I just then shared because I like that little kissing filter, is fun. And then I placed it into a square using that video leap, and that background, they just call it blur. But even so, you can put full screen 9:16 into your feed posts on Facebook. They still actually do quite well. Yeah. Thank you, Jerry. InShot. I've heard a lot of good things about InShot, and Lisa's saying the same thing. Yeah. Awesome. InShot, beautiful. You're so welcome, Darcy. Oh yeah, you guys are talking about creator versus business. Now, I used to have a creator. I had the regular personal, then I switched to creator, and then I actually had business. I had business, went to creator, and then went back to business. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's business right now. Bree, hiya Bree. You had a Christmas reel the other day to encourage planning now. Good for you. They had no, oh my God, you're kidding. They had no Christmas music to use, she says. Had to find other royalty-free music elsewhere to add. Crikey. Hi Jacqueline, you do weekly ABC testing, posting the same video in Reels and Reels kicks butt every time. Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. That's Adam Masseri, who's personally got his foot on the gas pedal of the algorithms. He's determined. Beat TikTok. We gotta beat TikTok. Oh, Jerry, now did I see this one already? No, you said you had a reel get over 14,000 views and then crickets on the others. It's random, isn't it? It's frustrating. It's frustrating at times. Trending music works. Nice to know. Very nice. Around Joy. Okay, I'm going to check some more of your accounts. If you just tuned in or you're catching the replay, go ahead and pop your Instagram handle, account, @name, and let's do a little networking. You're welcome, Flora. Andrea, you're asking, will Reels be available? Oh, is the Reels not even available worldwide yet? They've been out a year. Come on, Instagram, get with the program. My apologies, Andrea. I don't know for certain. I thought they were just out worldwide to everyone, but anyway, friends, always a joy to hang out. I look forward to seeing you on Instagram. If you do anything over there that you want to mention, give me a little shout out, mention, tag me, stories or Reels, give me a little tag and I'll make sure we connect. Alrighty. Oh, Pauline, yeah. How does music work? Different supply for business? I believe it is. It might be a different supply. It could be different countrywise. I also think that there's probably some bugs in there. The saving feature, I have that. I haven't really used it. But anyway, you're welcome, Janine. I appreciate it. Okay, guys and gals, I got to run. We'll see you on the flip side. Have a most wonderful weekend. And if you are not, I got to just give a little plug before I dash off. I'm so looking forward to everybody who's joining in the hashtag FBOMB course. I laugh every time I say that. FB, short for Facebook, right? OMM. Facebook Organic Marketing Masterclass, hashtag FBOMM, just for fun. And got a really great deal on the price. Still the sale price is really great. And we are going to have the first lesson gets released next week, and then the group coaching starts the week after. So you still got a little bit of time to come on in and join us. Really looking forward to it. We've got a wonderful group already signed up, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to increase your reach, results, and revenue on Facebook without spending your money on ads. We'll do a little bit of advertising for those that would like to, because I do recommend a tiny bit of budget on that. Lesson 6, module 6, week 6 is all about ads, but otherwise the first 5 weeks we're going to just talk about organic. I will be covering groups a little bit. So a common question folks have said, is this just for pages? I really want to double down on my groups, and I will be covering groups as well. Okay, friends, so that URL for that, make sure you have that, is just mariesmith.com/FBOMM. I'm going to pop that right here so it goes to all the channels. Join us on my FBOM training. There you go, friends. All right. We'll see you on the flip side. Have a most blessed weekend. Much love. Big hugs. Ciao for now.